Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, well I've got something a bit special for you tonight. It's an English guitar brand which you've perhaps never heard of, but I think you should, because the actual build quality on these guitars is it's just a whole other level. I mean, I just picked this up second hand and I couldn't actually believe it when I saw it. I mean, anyway, I'll show you what it is first of all, and then I'll tell you the story about how I came upon it. Right, so yeah, so basically it's this. Put this down. Oh yeah, just one more thing. So like Columbo, don't I? Just one more thing. Okay, so yeah, so a little whammy bar. It's got a Goto Floyd Rose on it, which actually it just drops in rather than screws in. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah, so it's basically it's a Palm Bay. Which one is it? It's a Cyclone P7. Now, I mean, I first saw one of these. It's about 20 years ago, and it was way beyond my price range. Just no way I could afford it. Like I was saying, they're an English brand. Originally, they were made in Hampshire. Now, I don't know what happened. I think somebody bought them out, or it got too expensive to make them in England, or something along those lines. So so they started building them in Korea. They do occasionally show up on eBay and places and Reverb and places like that. But like I said, they are an English brand. So anyway, I saw one very similar to this about 20 something years ago, and just couldn't afford it. The one I saw though had DiMarzio pickups on, so I'm not sure whether these have been swapped out or not, because Palm Bay, they've got their own brand of pickups called Barracudas, or you can get them with the MGs. One of the other models has like a single coil in the middle as well, but I think that's fixed bridge. They did do one with like two hums and a single and a Floyd, but I don't think they make that one anymore. To be honest, I'm not actually sure whether they are still going. I mean, like looking on their website, the last notes was written around 2019, and of course, you know, like lockdown and pandemic was going on, and that took a lot of businesses down. So I don't know whether they're still they're still working. But you know, anyway, so I was in Birmingham the weekend. No, actually, a couple of weekends ago. And this came up used in PMT's like used guitar section. Needed a bit of a clean and a bit of a setup. It's been put into standard tuning. When I had it, it was in B standard. So I think somebody must have been like a bit of a Slipknot fan or something. But since it's been set up properly and they're giving it a bit of a clean, it's just really great guitar. It's this is a veneer. I don't think it's not like solid flame maple, so that kind of cuts some of the costs down on it. It is an ebony fingerboard. It's got like these sort of sail-like inlays like a Jackson. But it does have this palm, this palm tree on the first fret. Sort of nice big jumbo frets. The neck's got a bit of figuring in it. It's not as flamey as it could be. And one thing that which Palm Bay guitars have is this. It's on the neck joint. It's scarf jointed, but it's sort of like a sandwich of like maple, mahogany, maple. So it's just really strong. I'm not sure how that affects the tone of it, but it is just like it is just really strong, and it is a bit like a Jackson or a Kramer, something along those lines. All access neck joint, a bit like an Ibanez. One thing which makes a difference though, it's got this really thick body. I mean, it's like mahogany with a maple cap. So it's kind of like a Les Paul, but with like a 25.5 inch scale neck on it and a Floyd, and of course double cut, of course. And I don't. No, it's solid, isn't it? It's not been chambered, I don't think. So there is quite a bit of weight to it. The neck's sort of, it's quite chunky, so it's sort of like, it's comparable with something like a, I suppose like a Strat. It's not as thin as like an Ibanez or a Jackson. Similar to like a Kramer, I suppose. Nice and comfortable though. I think you want to hear some sounds, because like, you know, oh, hang on, before we get to some sounds, yeah, there's one more thing as well, because it's sort of like, it's the actual finish on this one, and it's continued on the headstock, is that right, rather than just doing like a straight burst pattern, you notice it's sort of like faded here. It's like a sort of yellowish colour, sort of fading into blue. So it's kind of like, it's like being on a tropical beach somewhere, you know, which I think is, I think that's just really, sort of really innovative idea, you know. Now they do, I'm not sure. I mean, I was reading some. I mean, I saw one on Reverb, and it was saying that this model has been discontinued. But I did see some. I did see one that they were doing. It was like a different colour scheme. It's like yellow here, and then like a crimson red colour down the bottom. And instead of like the sail inlays, they had like little dolphins, which is also interesting. So, you know, if you get one of those, that'd be cool as well. But oh yeah, as I mentioned, the machine heads, they're sort of Goto tuners. So yeah, I mean, it's just a really nice high-end guitar. Of course, it's made in Korea. But yeah, you know, it's just a really nice guitar. So I'm going to plug it in, and I'll give you some sounds. Now, I think I'm going to turn the volume down because it can be a bit snarly, this one. So. Right, just need to adjust the yeah, so it's more about the let's not reverb all together, actually, just go. Yeah? In the mid setting. also got this sort of phase reverse, so it'll give you that sort of Peter Green, sort of Brian May type tone. Yep. This one's a coil tap. And a neck pickup. Yep. And so on, and so on. So, yeah, so I just think it's really cool. I'm surprised they're not better known. You know, considering that, you know, the actual build quality and the amount of thought that's gone into these instruments, I'm really surprised that they're not that better known. You know, when you think of like, you know, the way that, so, say, a brand like Chapman guitars has, you know, come into prominence in, you know, in recent years, and the number of people who are endorsed by them. Just think about, you know, like how many other, like, sort of, you know, English YouTube players could be endorsed by Palm Bay guitars. Which is why I really want to know, are they still going? So, you know, if you've got any experience of these, please let me know. Please let me know your thoughts as well. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. The thing is always, you know, when you get a high-end guitar, it's a bit kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit like you got like a racing car. You kind of got to learn how to drive it properly. You know, you can't just noodle on it. You got to, you know, actually learn how to play the thing properly. So so that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching as always. Please consider subscribing. Difficult to say that all at once. But yeah, and I'll see you next time.